On the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. Watson off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now it's Watson.
46-yard line.
Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
That's good for the Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 23, here's second down and 1. Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. First and goal. Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he will be brought down here inside. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 13-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, 31!
Here we go on 4th. Watson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, it's Tucker. And he is going to lose yardage here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 59 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Mike Evans, 67 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before the game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Watson now on second down. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 3rd and 7. From the 50, it's Watson. This is caught inside the tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. 2nd and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And again, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. He'll field this at the 5. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's go.
Here's Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And they'll run with Tucker. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run. It's Tucker. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, it's Tucker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slam. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And his kick is gone. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On 1st down, Watson. And here he's got grip. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. We couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. 7 yards to pick up there. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard pickup.
To the air yet again, Watson. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's great. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, a run from White. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They'll run on first down. Tucker, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
White, he'll try the left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Baker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Browns' drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see him take all 3. There he goes, left side. And all the way in.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right to the air. Here is Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and
12. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 3rd and 8.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Gibbs straight ahead. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
A gain of 6 yards.
4th down, a give to Gibbs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
23 yards, the final tally. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Tua to try again on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll go. Achane. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. reach in here. They stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Third and 2. That is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. In motion, Hill. Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mostert is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 1 crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run for Gibbs here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 27 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's speeches. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jeff Fox kicking off for the Lions.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Foxborough. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Two and a throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 and now on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 18-yard line. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. 4th down to give to Gibbs. He can't get, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 63 yards. And the Lions are able to drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, have their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's Mostert. A gain of 3, second down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gets this one to Hill. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll go. H.N. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's counter.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff now looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Goff throwing again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On second down, Montgomery. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A give, right side for Gibbs. Yeah, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for him. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Yeah, get that out wide to Waddle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2 and a throw again. Open man, that's Hill, complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. There's Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That's another.
They'll go again with Gibbs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try the air now with Goff. Complete to Wright. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright from 19 yards away. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, you won. 2 for 1.
Here's Goff.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen.
And the return here is...
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Into like that, like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Purdy going to the air right away. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
This is Samuel.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here's Samuel.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right.
Open man is Duvernay.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it will bring up 2nd down.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. Now the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Every time a goal line set is called, it's not always just used on the goal line. They anticipated this run here on 3rd and short, brought in the extra beef, and they ended up stopping them.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Fighting his way through contact. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 87 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out. Yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Fighting him off. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
13.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson's throw. And Andrews lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept at it, jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10. The play fake. Here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Potential turning point as they'll get the football in very.
dancing with my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like worth for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. So I stepped on stage to be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead to be like.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. There he goes, left side. Still shedding tackles. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 84 yards. And the Niners go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. It's deep for Duvernay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. That is caught with Rashad Bateman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Purdy to throw it on first down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. McCaffrey running up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it
turns into 6 points the other way, disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
99 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
On first down, Purdy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here's Purdy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, leaves him with options here on second and just a yard.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down and a yard. In motion left, Flowers. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here comes third and the length of the football.
To throw is Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
56 yards.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a rate.
I'm with the cash like Diego. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Know they praying my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got and met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down, all sookie.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And just shedding him off there. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 7. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 13.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he's across midfield to the 48.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Now Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Mostert. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff now to Gibbs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. from the red zone now. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's right. Touchdown. Brock Wright as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley across midfield. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down right about the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going up the gut, Montgomery. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now it's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. 2 and now on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No wasted time from Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 50-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Tua's throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here now, second and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! Durham touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, bringing a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. A gutsy decision.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. I never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro.